Hi. So today is I think 19th or 20th of April, and yeah, it's been a while. I don't know, I'm trying to have a clear screen. Maybe it's supposed to be like that, I don't know. Okay, so it's been I think 2 days since I've logged off socials, and just to process how I feel. Today I brought my whatever. Yeah, right now I'm having cramps. So I'm literally in pain, so much pain. And you can only imagine what I'm feeling. I'm in pain, my heart aches, my body aches. I'm not suicidal because I feel like suicide is the least you can wish. Like death is little compared to what I've been through this past few days. But I have some thoughts to share with you. These are quite triggering for me, I won't lie. But I've just been pounding over it. So you guys say things like, oh, apologize to them, enter their DM and tell them sorry. Sorry for what? No, think of it. Sorry that what happened. Sorry for being me. Sorry for sharing my opinions on my page. Sorry for what exactly? Because again, every time I have been bullied, every time I am usually made to apologize. I am made to apologize, and it usually leaves me wondering, and that's why I feel like this feels like deja vu, because this is not the first time, second, third, fourth time it is happening to me in that kind of setting, and every time I am usually by myself and everybody, like the whole world, is turned against me. So every time I am in this position and I'm asked to apologize, sometimes because I'm forced to apologize, like they're like, you have to apologize, or there's no moving on from here, or they owed something dear to me against me, and be like, if you don't apologize, you won't be able to have this back. Okay, and most times I end up apologizing because something is held against me. So do you understand? Like, it's like it could even be a financial abuse kind of thing. Like, oh, you want to have your job if you don't apologize to this person. And after apologizing, I'm usually stuck on the point where I'm like, okay, why the apology? What did I do wrong? Why why did I have to apologize? And they're like, oh, you were rude, Kiniko. And I'm like, okay, but something triggered it, right? Or I don't know, like something triggered it. It is not just because I believe it is not a blatant reaction. It is like you push a door and it opens. You don't say, oh, why did this door open? Oh my god. Instead you be like, oh, you walk through the door, right? Or you walk through the hallway because you opened a door. So it is not that the door just opened in the middle of the night. If you didn't unhook it, or if you don't use a key to open the door, it will not open. Do you understand? Like, it's like, yeah, you unscrewed something and it let loose. And I have been called again. I'm not talking about those things because they are quite really triggering to me. by now. So I have a when I get bullied or triggered, they call me, oh, you have anger issues, you're always on some BS, blah 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 blah. But isn't that gaslighting? Like you triggered someone and you blame them for the reaction. Or is there something I'm missing? Is there something I'm missing? So, my question is, am I supposed to keep apologizing for who I am till God knows when? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Because that's all I've done as a child. Till now, like, once I get bullied, oh, they be like, oh, I get you, it wasn't your fault, but you have to apologize so that they can forgive you. Is that the thing? Are we apologizing to bullies now? Are we making up? Because again, all the bullies I've had in my life, for me to heal, I cleanse my space of their energy. Like I leave groups, I block people. I just, because again, it is a lot, and that's the way I heal. Again, even when I have to be around them, I don't let them into my heart or my life or my energy. Because again, I know who I am. I know the kind of energy that I carry, and that energy is just so weird. That's why I mentioned that when I was noticing traits, because I'm a very attentive person, and the littlest details I notice it. Like the littlest, the change of character, the tweak of sentence, the little sprinkle of passive aggression and whatnot. I notice everything and I take notes. So yeah, so everything didn't just come from me trying to be dramatic or trying to, do you understand? And you know what I've noticed now? See, from the perspective of me walking somewhere and getting bullied, poked by millennials there, I have noticed that. So there were people who knew what I was going through. There were people who saw the whole scenario and were like, oh, the older person is wrong here. But they still told me to apologize because, and they never spoke up for me. Why? They feel like, oh, because they were friends with the bully. And this is not from this scenario. I'm not even, like, at that workplace, the person was a manager. And this woman was like, we were close. So we could be like friends, like workplace friends. And she saw the whole scenario and stuff. And even while the lady was bullying me, she was begging her to, do you understand? Like she was begging her, ignore her, she's just a child, ignore her, like that. Then after I left crying and stuff, and later we met later, and we were talking. She was like, you need to apologize, blah blah blah. And I was like, why do I have to be the one to apologize? Please note, there was no reconciliation, there was no closure, there was no scenario where you make the two parties sit, hear the side of the story, hear the other side, and be the judge that, okay, who was actually the one taking a fucking piece. There was nothing like that. So everybody, including the CEO of the business, was like, you have to apologize. If you don't apologize, you are not working with us again. I was bullied. I was made to apologize under the manipulation that I don't get to keep my job if I don't apologize. And I did apologize. And you know what happened after I apologized? It was that the bully grew more confidence over the time, and she made my life hell. If you've never been bullied, you don't know what I'm talking about. She frustrated me. In fact, so I left work, I think, on a Friday that year. Then on the Monday when I was resuming back, and I think I apologized on that day, but I still went home. Then that weekend was the worst of my life, and I went back to the office that day, and she called me to her office. Mind you, after I apologized, the business owner did not even come to the office or have any conversation with me to ask, oh, what happened between the two of you, blah blah blah. Yeah. Nothing. Just apologize and move on. Get back to work, right? And everybody had their side talks. Oh, she's rude. She has anger issues. That's how she does. She's very rude. Everybody. When I got back to work on that Monday, it was the worst. And again, this is why I'm traumatized. Like, let me sit up and look into your eyes and say this. I don't know if YouTube will allow me to upload these videos, but I just want to say my heart. This is why I am traumatized to work anywhere. Like, this is limiting me so much that when I'm applying for jobs, I get to the interview stage and I am so traumatized that I can't even express myself. I cannot try to sell myself or convince them that I'm good at what I do because of, bro, I can't afford therapy, but this shit has fucked me up in the last 2 years of my life. You don't know what that feels like. You've never been there. And I didn't talk about it all this while because it was locked away. I locked it away. That's why when people drop shades on Twitter, when I talk about imposter syndrome and they drop shades and you're just lazy, you're just this, my love, you've not met me. Go and ask the people that have worked with me. They might not like me, but no, you're wrong. You're wrong. Like, you're actually wrong. It is still fucking me up. It has been fucking me up. That's why everything that I did at that place, it just feels like when I left, I think I stayed so much because I stayed for 3 years. I didn't leave and when people talk about abuse and they talk about how it fucked them up, and people be like, oh, why didn't you leave? Why didn't you speak up? Abuse is more psychological than it is physical. And in this part of the world, emotional abuse is something that is very much looked down on. They're like, they didn't beat you, so what are you fussing about? Like, did they kill you? Are you dead? If they didn't bully you to death, why are you talking about it? Right. I have scars on my heart, and bullying did that to me. As a child, being dark-skinned, being that different one, having social anxiety, and people thinking, no, she's rude, she's a snob, she doesn't even greet elders, she just believes the world is ours. Mind you, you're dying from anxiety. You're like, you are creeping out, and you greet them sometimes, and they're like, I remember some days ago, so I went out to get, I think, books, a book and a pen for myself, and I passed these adults around me. They were like gisting and having stuffs, and I passed the woman, like I actually passed her. So I was like, I greeted her rather, and I was like, I can't remember the time. I was like, Ekwelima, and I passed, and she did not answer. Guess what she said to them? She said, Omo, oh rude baje, she me lon kibe. When we say these things online, you think that we are making it up. That is my lived experience. So when you tell me to apologize, I'm like, okay, but when does it end? When does this bullying end? Is this how am I supposed to be apologizing for my existence? Like, am I supposed to keep up? When do the apologies stop? I have been doing it for 22 years of my life. When do I own who I am and stand up on my feet? When do I stand against me being oppressed in every sphere? And when do I have a say in this? And when do I just be me? Or are we all supposed to be the same, think the same, talk the same, act the same, look the same? Is that what we are doing here? Is that why we are here? I add a lot of I don't like carbonated drinks because it makes me like very uncomfortable. But my nervous system, but I have to. Everything I have to take it. I don't care. But these are my thoughts. I am traumatized. I am traumatized is like an understatement of how I feel. I am scarred. And I don't think that there's any time when healing will come to me. I don't think that there's a particular time when I'll feel healed. You might think that this is just another drag, or this is just another whatever you think it is, or maybe nasty, but I'm saying it to you, I am scared. I am. Every time I try to go to sleep, I can't. If I don't take alcohol, I can't sleep. Like, I can't. I just keep doom scrolling online because, again, I'm scared. And I've been having to explain the experience. I've been having to talk to myself again, explaining how the whole thing happened from my end, and how to understand. Basically, I wanted to understand that, okay, maybe there's a detail I'm missing out, because it is not just that happening. It is that after all that, me locking my profile, me deleting tweets, me dropping paragraphs of apologies, it is that people kept sending me DMs, gaslighting me. I had someone say to me that, oh, these people were there for you, blah blah blah, they've been there for you, they've defended you. And so I don't understand. Did I ask them to? Do you understand? Like, it's like people they did something that they wanted to do. I didn't even know that I was getting dragged. And it's okay if the drag right now was me being ugly, that like the normal one, I won't even lock my profile. I'll just be there because whatever. But this feels like deja vu is like when your worst nightmares happens to you and you don't even know the way forward. Like you don't know, okay, now that this has happened, what do I do? Like what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed is this the past? Is this the part where I die from heartbreak? Is this the part where heartache finishes me? Is this the part where panic attacks offs me? What is the next in this story? Because everything just feels like deja vu. It feels like deja vu. And you know what is so surprising to me? It was that so before now, like last year, when they were dragging, oh, she's ugly, she's ugly, she's. I was like, okay, blah blah blah. I was just doing my thing, basically, being myself. But there was a restriction because I used to get weird comments from people. Not, I don't know who they are, right? But it feels like people were pitying me in some kinds of way. And when I interact with people on the tail, they'll be like, oh, even you. So it makes me wonder. I'm like, okay, even me, that's what happened. Even me, that's what. So around December, because I was bored, the whole post my pictures, they say shirts, they write the minute shirts. Then when maybe their fave feels like, they pick up my pictures and post it on their page, set me up for drags and whatnot. And in the quotes and comments, people talking shit, people bullying, people saying everything they want. Yeah. Then that was a thing. Yeah. Then there was that, and everyone saying, oh, you guys are bullying this girl. And yeah, in as much as I appreciate, people speaking up for me, I feel some kind of ways. I feel like you pitying me. It's like really weird. They're like, oh, this poor girl, can you... First off, I am not a victim. Maybe I am, but there's a way that victims are, I don't know, there's a way that people have, there's a stereotype about victims. It is how that they are positioned to be humble, to walk on eggshells, to be good to everybody, to be a people pleaser, so that they can have other people's support, so that anytime the trolls come at them, someone will be able to speak for them. So when I did that, I was like, I don't want my brand to be known for this. I don't want that. I don't want that. I am so many things, and these people barely know me. In as much as, especially when I talk to people, I talk about people like, bro, the TL is just for fun, cruise and stuff. And when I yap with mutuals and someone else comes and be like, bro, I had high expectations of you, even you, that when they bully you, I used to pity you. And I'm like, hold up. And this year, that's why I did my birthday shot. I wanted to go against the norms. I wanted to defy the hearsays and speculations against me. I wanted to, because I'm a lot of things and I don't want to be boxed into certain things. I don't want a situation whereby everybody's like, oh, she's a good girl, she's this. Bro, if you know me, you know that I'm a rebel. I am very different from normal. Like, finding someone with my kind of mindset and views of life is very difficult. Like, I am like the golden egg per se. So That perception was what I was looking to correct. Yes, colorists on the internet don't like me. Even the males told me one time that, oh, those males bully you because you wouldn't sleep with them. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? First of all, that is what the fuck? First of all, that is so fucked up. And in telling me that, is like, okay, am I supposed to feel good about it, or am I supposed to, so that they don't bully me again? Am I supposed to, stop rejecting weird advances that I get? And again, there's so much to talk about. There's also another perception of people saying, oh, that they talk as if, oh, I don't have a choice. I have to agree with the crowd, that, oh, I don't have a mind of my own. Ah, you've never met me. Wallah, you've never met me. I do things because I want to do it. I do things because they align with my values. I'm not your, nah, you don't know me. Again, a lot of people don't know me. And it's crazy. I don't want to be known actually. And I can't lie. I mean, there's a lot of benefits from putting yourself out there online. But really, the downsides are things that we don't talk about a lot in this part of the world, especially from the perspective of someone with my kind of reality. And sometimes I feel like an alien, because when people join the bandwagon, when people are weird, when people, okay, so let me give you a scenario. Like, everybody's like, oh, rice is bad, and I say, rice is food. People eat rice and they don't care if it's bad. They eat it because there's hunger and that's what they can afford. And everybody's like, shut up, you're lying, rice is bad. People don't eat rice, and these people are maybe of this of the higher class. Yeah, so maybe they don't know about, or they are just blind to the experiences of people in the middle class or in the grassroots. And mutuals who don't have the experience of people in the higher class, mutuals who eat rice too, are saying, oh yes, rice is bad, because you want to seem cool, you want to be accepted, you want people to like you, you want to be on people's good side of the book, you want to be the people's favorite, or whatever that means. I don't know, I just feel like people need to have like grow nerves, I think they need to grow more nerve. I think they need to have more audacity. You need audacity. You can't just keep living life like, oh, if they say it's A, it's obviously. I ask a lot of questions because I genuinely want to understand things, and it is not me being condescending. Excuse me. It is not me being condescending or trying to bully people. It is not me trying to create a platform of bullying. How does that even work? Mind you, the theme that you guys, oh my god, I need to be bringing water here. I'm usually very thirsty. The theme that you guys have for me, like actual trolls on the internet, the males that built their platform off of bullying people, off of writing jack shit, off of defending femicide, off of shitting on women, you don't have this thing for them. You do not. You do not. Like, you don't. So, and I am supposed to assume that I'm the problem. Being the problem is not actually bad, but so what? I'm supposed to act fascinated. Oh, how does this work? I don't even, sometimes I don't feel like I'm of this world or this planet. I feel like maybe I'm from Mars or Pluto. Pluto plus you do. Say. Another banger. Touchdown beanie boy. Manuma. Alright. Yeah. That's what I feel. I don't know the way forward right now, but making this video is making me feel better in some ways. But I think healing is possible, but I don't know how. I don't know when. Love you. I would really love you to keep me in your prayers. To be really kind. And yeah, you don't have to defend me. You don't. Also, when I talk about my experiences, I feel really weird when people tell me sorry. Like, you didn't do nothing. You didn't do nothing. Like, I just want to talk about it. I just want someone that listens. I don't want someone that apologizes for what they didn't do. That's weird. Just don't even tell me, oh, I understand what you're going through. You don't. You understand this heartache? You don't. Is this also your lived experience? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. So, yeah, I don't want sorry. I don't want so I understand. Oh, sorry. Praise now. Spare me, Dara. Spare me. I just want to talk about it. And if you really enjoyed listening, then you can tell me that, oh, I enjoyed listening to this. I enjoyed watching you rant. But there's no need to tell me, oh, sorry, I'm so sorry, but I don't want it. And that's why I went offline. People have been like, why are you okay? Will you be good? It is so, in fact, one of the top DMs that I've gotten since all this happened was a millennial mutual of mine on that stupid app. And I didn't even know that the whole thing was going overboard because, again, my timeline was coordinated because I had blocked some riffraffs. And and I wasn't active on the app. I think I was doing something I was doing something offline. And I'm done with the first content strategy that I'm creating for one of my mutuals. I'm going to send her a DM very soon to share her email so I can share it with her. That was just by the way. So he sent me a DM and he was like, hey, I saw the tweets, but I don't understand what's going on. No, I hope you'll be fine. Oh, he said something along the lines of, will you be fine? Will you be good? I was like, oh, thank you. I was like, yeah, I don't know the context, but I know, like, he just said something insinuating that he knows that I've always gotten bullied and stuff, that I hope that will I be good. And I was like, oh, thank you, that's so kind. That was the kindest of all, because every other mutual has listened and judged. Oh, you shouldn't have said that, regardless of what they did to you. That is tone deaf, stupid, and that is a top tier gaslighting. Listen to yourself. Again, when you guys want to do this therapists, or when I come to you, or when you send me a DM and it's like, oh, what's going on? I'm saying the go. I am not telling you so that you can judge me. I am not telling you, because when you say, oh, you shouldn't have said that, that's what everybody else is saying to me. when you say it, I'm like, wow, what a strange information. I never noticed. Thank you for this brand new, inspiring information. So, again, I don't explain to you because I want you to judge, or I want you to tell me what to do. I'm explaining because you asked. And I was hoping that you would understand and not judge me. Because that's exactly what they are doing out there. They've become demigods. Perfect humans who don't have triggers. Yeah, my looks a mess, but guess what? I love it. I feel so pretty. I'm trying to loosen it, but at my own pace. So when I have like a panic attack or a memory rush, I just lose it. I keep losing it, and I use it to steam. Then once the memory is gone, I twist it like this and like this. Yeah, so that's what I do. So I use it to steam. You get me? And yes, I'm working on some things, healing and whatnot, which will be brought to your notice when I'm comfortable. But for until then, I just thought to quickly do this video because a lot is going on and it is wearing me mentally. Pray to God. I don't care whichever God that you serve. But like, what is happening here? It has made me pray to everything. Like, I don't care, bro. Like, I'm praying to God, and I've heard some people said it doesn't exist. Yeah, that God doesn't exist. I think He has helped me sometime. I think He has showed up a few times. I think, and yes, it pisses me off sometimes, which is, I think, a balance. Yeah, maybe. So I'm praying to them, because I believe God ought to be non-binary, right? I'm praying to them to help me out of this, to help me heal. So if you, whatever God you serve, please, if I was struck with, I don't know, whatever, please help me beg them. Because right now, before, and I had like minor, little challenges, my wish was usually, oh, I want to off myself, I want to die, I don't want to be here anymore. But right now, it feels like I've encountered something greater than death, and wishing for death is like, that's too small. If you know how to like hypnotize people, please send me a DM. I can sell whatever I have to pay you. I just want to not have any, like, I just want to feel like everything didn't happen to me. I just want to feel like this is a dream, because it feels like a nightmare. And if you have some powers that you could make my daddy appear in my dream and give me a hug, I wouldn't mind, one of those weird encounters. If you have dead, lovely people who go about people's dream, giving them hugs, be my guest. Yeah. Just all I'm accepting right now is just prayers. Because really, I don't even know what next, what to do and what not to do. I don't know. I'm just here, existing. I hope this pass. This too shall pass, but I hope it does. I'm dying. Yeah. Buy if you wish. If not, I don't know.